This is a mini lesson analysis on Mark versus Peach. See what the Mark can do better. So instead of just dash dancing and taking this turnip, one thing you can do is like dash forward, crouch, and then, when the turnip is thrown airborne, you could crouch power shield um, and act immediately out of that. You also don't want to just down tilt right there where, you know, you see that Peach is fading back, she's far away, and you down tilt like this. Yeah, this is safe. This is so you will never get hit. But the problem is that Peach can pull a projectile. You constantly always want to be really close to make it so that Peach can't just pull a turnip for free. So that is why you don't want to play overly safe. And also, I think you did this because you thought that dash attack has more lag than that. But the problem is that like you dash back and then you dash attack. Like you're creating more space for. I mean, you're gonna be late anyways, but you need to recognize that sometimes you're too far away to attack, and the best thing you can do is just pressure. And instead, you spent this on a direct gamble, and that didn't work out, and now you're getting hit again. And yeah, and then you chose to gamble again rather than repositioning. And finally, you got hidden, but that's because he's pretty bad at. He didn't seem that good at acting out crouch cancel. So like you got this freebie, but it wasn't like super earned in that regard. And yeah, keep in mind, when juggling Peach, you need to keep in mind of all of her resources. She just landed, she has a double jump and a float. So she's not going to keep falling. She used a double jump and float to play around your neutral B. So you can't go for these large commitment gambles until you get enough information on how to play around her float. So, once again, kind of like making too much gambles in that regard. Like, keep in mind of like the resources she has. That was a good F tilt. Okay. That's fine. Keep in mind she has a double jump, so you need to play around that. The F tilt, I don't like. Yeah, I mean, like, that you saw her double jump and then you F tilt. There's just no way that should hit. And keep in mind that, like, when you hit her out of the air like this, she doesn't have enough stun as you think. Like, maybe you short hop because you thought this would be a tech chase, but Nair at low percent is not going to knock her down. So you need to be, I think, like, you just need more knowledge as to, because I think you're making a lot of wrong assumptions about certain things, like, how much lag dash attack has, the fact that you thought that Nair would result to a tech chase, how you said that full hop neutral B. Like, I think you just don't have enough knowledge on what the Peach can actually do, so therefore you make wrong assumptions, and then you're getting punished for it. So I think once you build up the right amount of knowledge in this matchup, the amount that you're getting reversal should go down a lot more. Yeah, I hope that was a mistake. That dash attack. Good range. That short hop, it looked scary to do, but I think he should have hit you, honestly. I think that short hop is a lot riskier than you think. I think I would have loved to see, instead of a short hop, you full hop here, so then, like, no Peach attack can hit you here. So the full hop seemed a lot safer. And once again, like, you're hitting him expecting like some kind of knockdown, but then, she just tricks you with a last second nair, which it really shouldn't be a trick. Like, you should just know that, like, she isn't forced to be in a tech chase, and it's not good to just assume that. And yeah, you try to attack from the corner rather than disengaging with a full hop. When you attack from the corner, you're making a big gamble, and like, sometimes gambles work out, sometimes they don't. And if you don't have like the right read or data from Peach being in the corner, then you're gonna get owned. And it's much more preferable to instead like full hop escape to the side platform or top platform. And once again, you're just making like way too hard of commitment because like Peach can just double jump and float above you. So I think you're making like too much hard reads. And here you should also know better that like this short hop is a lot more of a gamble than you think, because when you short hop right within their range, they could just hit you. That is a big weakness of doing something like late fair, is that the first half of your short hop is vulnerable. So be careful about short hopping within their instant range, because it's a lot more It's a lot more threatening than you think. And try to make it so then like every time you're at frame disadvantage, don't always forward smash. And it's obviously it's a gamble that you can take sometimes, but because like you don't know for sure what they're gonna do, it might be more worthwhile on average to do something like a dash back rather than a forward smash. Yeah, and then again, you're taking like just a lot of gambles in general when it comes to like recovery, your disadvantage. And instead of always gambling, try to take the safer option of like, full hopping to side platforms, doing a more conservative recovery rather than trying to reversal with double jump nair. I think on average that would help you, be safer and actually get you to survive more. That's not gotten. Yeah, I'm missing your waveland. That sucks. Sucks to suck. Yeah, again, I think, like on paper, like these short hops are really good against like the average character. But because Peach has a projectile, you cannot afford to just do like ultra safe plays like this short hop. You always needed like dash dance right outside of her dash attack range, but close enough to way dash down tilt her turnip pool. And that means you can't just always defensively short hop. Like this short hop is good if you think that she's going to be aggressive with her float. If you don't have enough data collection in that regard, you cannot just assume this and then let Peach build up like a significant advantage just pulling turnips. In this case, it was a dot eye. So you always like need to be proactive first and foremost, rather than playing defensive when Peach does not have a turnip. Yeah, terrible full up there. And yeah, again, you're like making these hard reads with your juggles as if Peach doesn't have a float and double jump. And you need to update those assumptions. And if you do know, then you need to really reconsider how you're making these hard reads. And again, like you cannot assume that you could just play super defensive against Peach. That's just that's not how this matchup works. Marth needs to be the one proactively hunting down Peach rather than like, oh, I Peach runs into my sword. Like it's not how this matchup works. Peach wants to camp you. You're doing Peach a huge favor by like short hopping in place repeatedly. That makes it a lot easier for her to pull turnips. Again, please keep in mind that like please keep in mind in these kind of juggles that she can float and double jump. And even sometimes just throw a hairy mail attack. So like, not even just short hopping up there is like necessarily safe. Yeah, you need to be a lot more proactive, making sure Peach can't just pull turnip. I don't know why they're not double jumping or floating. He really just wants to reversal you. Yeah, rushing at the ledge. There's no need, by the way, to be so quick off the ledge. Like, she can't really call you out the ledge, so there's no need to be like frame perfect getting off the ledge. Yeah, well, you hard rather that she would just attack, which is fair because like that's all this player did. But this game could have been a lot cleaner because I think some notes to keep in mind is knowledge. Like having proper knowledge about, what moves will knock down, that's like kind of updating the fact that Peach has her weird double jump arc on top of float when it comes to juggles. And other things that came into play. Like it seemed like you had weird assumptions about the matchups that works in other matchups, but it didn't work out very well against Peach. So updating your knowledge is very, very important. The second thing is that instead of being naturally defensive, you need to be naturally not necessarily aggressive. I'm not telling you to just like run up forward smash and dash attack Peach. That's not what I'm saying. But you do need to dash dance more proactively against Peach. So then you always discourage some kind of turnip play. And then later on, based on the information you get on how Peach, maybe she likes to aggressively float forward, then yeah, you could do some more of the defensive stuff that you're doing. But you cannot assume that first without playing proactive. You gotta play proactive first before thinking about playing defensive. And lastly, this kind of was like with the knowledge point, but your juggles, when you're juggling, always like run a checklist to your head. Like, does she has a double jump? Does she has a float? And what options did they tend to favor? Was it like going down with attack, air dodging, what drift they tend to do, etc. That sort of thing will help guide your future juggles.